Hello and welcome to Making It Manufacturing Spotlight Series. We are here at DCAT in New York live. I have the pleasure of being joined by Dr. Adriana Kiedzierska. Adriana, how are you today?
Thank you, very good, and thank you very much for inviting for the podcast.
No, my
Looking
pleasure.
forward.
This is a personal favourite because you've got a beautiful view of New York today,
That's
so we're very lucky. Adriana, I guess the first question I'll ask is, when you look back on your career, was there a particular moment when you realised you wanted to move kind of beyond the science itself and into a broader leadership role like CEO today?
So I would say that there was not any particular moment. It evolved over the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the science, and science still is very close to my heart. But in certain moment in my career, at the end of the PhD study, I realized that I want more than just doing the science. I want to convert the science to real value for the patient, to see what science can do for patient. And that was the moment when I decided to move to industry and to do more, to also see how leading people can change the patient life because people deliver the product. Also to participate in the building the culture, being the quality culture, delivering the right quality product, and also participate in the building something bigger, not the one product only, but kind of ecosystem where in ecosystem can appear more product, more competitive, and delivering the affordable medicine for the patient.
So you've got 20 years of experience in the biotech and biologics manufacturing space. Are there any key defining moments that helped you lead the way you do today in that journey to become CEO?
I would say that not particular moment. There were several, I would say, points in my career which was changing me, and also maturity evolved during the time. So for sure, one first moment was the movement from the university to industry.
Yeah.
Definitely. So going first time in the out of comfort zone. So from the science to the industry where not only scientifically justified results are important, but what value they are bringing. So this was the first. Also seeing how important there is the quality culture, how important is the looking on the complexity, speed, decision. So this was the first moment. The second, I would say, was entering in the new investment area. Again, out of comfort zone, starting with the field which we didn't have that much experience. This was the microbial investment, where we were entering in different type of the system, different technology, very, very tight timelines, enormous pressure, and the speed was absolutely required to be on the market on the right moment. This also shaped my leadership and also the way how I'm taking decision and on what I'm looking for and how to prepare for such decision. So it's easier to lead when the team has the successes.
Yeah.
When you are in the field where everyone feels comfortable, it's more difficult to keep engagement, motivation, when the not expected situation appear.
Okay.
And where you have on the top of that huge pressure, and you need to keep calm. You need to take the decision under pressure, where you don't have the all information, the uncertainty is high, and you need to move on. So these are the very, very important moment, and this was very important moment in career. And there were several others. So the preparing for the first submission, where we were during the COVID, during the validation of the product when the COVID hit us. And you need to keep people in the facility because otherwise the product will not come to the market. Patients are waiting. From other point of view, we all felt, and I felt very much responsible for people to make sure that they are safe. So this was the also very important moment when we managed to keep the engagement. People were coming to facility, not being forced, but willing to come.
Acceptance,
and we kept the timelines. The FDA inspection was another moment when, again, you feel stressed, you feel that this is the critical moment for the company. This was our first FDA inspection. If we fail, it's huge issue, huge challenge. You cannot show that you are stressed, you are nervous. You have to give the assurance to the team and to also control your emotion and stay very focused, science, facts, quality driven. So this all is super important. So this was another moment, but I can list many others. And last year, the rebranding, transformation to CDMO, moving from our heritage, where we all are very proud what we built, product what we develop and launch in many globally. So suddenly we are moving to not suddenly, but we are moving to the CDMO where you don't own the product, and how to show this to people, convince them that this is the right direction. So that was also a very important moment, and is very important moment. And I'm proud that we took such decision that we are in that journey, and this is really great direction for the company.
It's interesting. You're talking about going out of your comfort zone, which kind of got to the CEO leadership today. When you look at professionals in the industry and your employees, do you feel like professionals show their true qualities and attributes when they're under that pressure and not in an environment where they're not used to and they have to kind of adapt and be able to succeed?
I would say we are in such an environment where you need to always adapt.
Of course.
So flexibility, living with the complex problem, complexity, and this is our daily life. So in the biologics, you cannot predict everything.
No.
And even if you think that you know everything, then the reality hits you. And you need to adjust. You need to investigate what's happened, why happened. And usually you don't come to the point when you know for 100%. So we need to live with certain level of uncertainty, and to balance this, what is the level of uncertainty which is acceptable, what not, is the art, I have to say. So we need to adapt. The change is our daily life, and we need to observe the market. We need to also adjust what is needed on the market. And I think that our team is very good on that, adjusting, being flexible, and still keeping the passion and motivation what we are doing. So that's definitely our strength. Dedication. Dedication is for us not the slogan only. That's the reality.
So, Rezon Bio, they're a newly launched company, which is very exciting, but obviously comes with its challenges as well. So, what was it exciting for you to kind of step into that CEO role with Rezon?
So first of all, it's not a new company.
No.
So it's the newly launched brand. So as a company, we are on the market 13 years. So I love to do the new things, to step in the new area. but I don't like to sell the stories which don't have the backbone.
Okay, I like that.
And here is not the such situation. So we built on our heritage. So we built the infrastructure for biologics. We built the capabilities. We have the great track record, proven track record by the FDA inspection, by GMP, other inspection, health authority visits, client visit, partner, qualification by our partners. So it's not just a slogan that we can do. We know that we can do because we delivered, we have the commercial product on the market, and we have overcome the many challenges. We know how it is to have the problem in the project, when the pressure increases, when the timelines are very tight, when the costs are absolutely critical. So stepping in the such role in the company, which has this backbone, is a challenge, but is the challenge what motivates. So you have really on something what on you can build and you can sell. So I'm really proud that I have this privilege to do it. I have really great team.
Amazing.
Who knows what they are doing.
Yeah.
They are really passionate and they delivered. So it's not the slogan, dedication delivers. This is something what we do.
And being able to deliver and do what you almost say is what creates those trusting relationships with these companies.
Exactly. So trust is absolutely crucial on this market, and not only on this. So we need to deliver, and nowadays to be on time with the right cost, being cost competitive. This is something what we really put on the highest our priority.
So from a cost effectiveness standpoint, then, I'd say the market the last 2 years has been a bit more of a struggle. How would you say you differentiate yourself from maybe an overcrowded CDMO market at the moment?
So first of all, for us, the costs are very important.
Yes.
We are not competing with the Chinese company. No. That's not the case. We are not compromising as well on the quality. That's given, and we keep the standard what we have. FDA approval, EMA approval, meeting the global standards is super important for us. But we know from the experience how to do it in the cost competitive way. So cost consciousness is one of our company value. So we look all the time on how we can do it, processes, methods more efficient, faster, but as well being located in Poland, we have also advantage on the cost which can be lower than in other European countries.
Germany and Switzerland,
exactly. But if you look on us, we are a mid-sized company.
Yes.
But we keep the quality standard in the same like big pharma. We have many people who are working in Rezon Bio who are from big pharma. But we have people also who work in the startup. We have people who work in the CDMO. So this mixture cause that we are able to choose what standard from the big pharma are absolutely necessary to implement, but we are not forgetting about the cost and the speed, of course.
Of course.
Today on the market, speed is extremely important.
So it's the combination of that speed to market, but also you're delivering the quality at the same time. Because like you said, you're not going to be able to, you are being as cost effectiveness as possible. It's sometimes difficult to go to, as cheap as potentially it is in Asia. But with that cost effectiveness comes the time and the quality as well.
Exactly.
So where do you feel other CDMOs potentially fall short then? We've talked a lot about the quality and the speed to market and the flexibility. Where do you think on that timeline and those potential attributes that other CDMOs don't potentially have the capabilities to deliver to their partners?
I think on the market is significantly growing.
Yeah.
So we see many patents will expire for giving the space for biosimilars, knowing that with the changes in the clinical trials, there will come more biosimilars for development. That's definitely the space. But we don't want to limit ourselves for the biosimilars. We see that for novel biologics, we can really play important role. So we have the capabilities for development and for testing and for being the partner for the mid-sized biotech, as well for the startup, to be really a cost-competitive partner. Not the only service provider. It's important to be a partner for companies where they have one or two products.
Yeah.
So we know from the past how it is not to be prioritized due to the fact that we have the one product, small volume, and of course the others bigger player are getting priority. We will not deprioritize such client. For us, the clients which are mid-sized startup will be definitely equally priority.
So Adriana, Rezon Bio is entering the market with strong biologic capabilities and an established operational base. For listeners hearing about the company for the first time, how would you describe where Rezon Bio fits within the CDMO landscape?
So for us, it's very important that we are serving equally the all clients. So the attention to the client is really for us the priority. So we want that our client feels that they are our partner and we are their partner. So the success of the client is very important. Where we are playing in the market, so definitely in the space where the product can be manufacturing mammalian systems, where the speed and the cost matters, where the quality is important to be on the high level, where the global reach of the product is important. So we have the facilities which are FDA approved. So we have the capabilities for both clinical and commercial manufacturing. And depending on the needs, depending on the scale, we are able to serve both biosimilars and novel biologics.
So there's a lot of importance behind existing clients, isn't there? And making sure you nurture it and you'll be able to provide the capabilities that you promised and carry on that relationship into the future. How do you balance that with kind of bringing in new business?
So treating each client equally with the same attention, with the same priority is extremely important for us. And this was our direction when we decided to split the company. So the company was split to have the pure direction CDMO, being as a service provider, and the second part of the company as a biosimilars developer.
Yeah.
And this separation was done in a very, I would say, strong way. So there is separate company located not in Poland, located in Switzerland with the separate management, separate board of directors, separate systems, everything. We as a CDMO service provider located in Poland, 2 sites, Gdańsk and Duchnice, purely focusing on delivering the services. So even from the model perspective at the beginning, we thought about the clear separation to make sure that our future clients don't feel that they will be not treated as a priority, knowing that we would develop our product. So the situation now is, I would say, very clean, also from formal perspective. We are not developing our own product. We are having the equal focus on each client. and the client success is our priority.
Amazing. And that is what the client wants to hear as well, because at the end of the day, it's their baby. And I know how long these relationships take in order to build.
Absolutely.
You've built a successful career in a highly technical part of the industry. What has the journey been like for you personally?
I would say that the journey is very interesting. So I love this what I'm doing. So I'm working with passion. So it's much easier to do this what you spend a lot of time if you like what we are doing. But I have to say that this is also very tough journey.
Yeah.
So it requires a lot of discipline, resilience. And as well, going, as I mentioned already, going very often out of comfort zone. This is the tough industry where often as a women we need to prove more. It's very tough area. Technical knowledge absolutely is necessary,
Yeah.
but it's not enough. And you need to have the enough self-confidence to be able to speak up and to be able to drive the discussion with the facts, arguments, and following, of course, what's going on the market from technology perspective, from the demand perspective, from the new product perspective.
So on that then, what advice would you give to a woman looking to build a long-term career in a senior leadership role within the biotech and life sciences space?
I would say that usually we as women, before we apply to something, before we start doing something, we need to be 150% ready. That's not what is needed.
Okay.
So 80%, 70% is more than enough.
Yeah.
So don't try to be perfect. Don't try to know everything before you start something. So this is the first. Self-confidence is important. And this needs to be built over the time. Technical expertise absolutely is critical in our industry, but doesn't mean that being on the leader's position, you need to know everything. You need to know who knows and develop people, have people around you who knows. Okay. I would say that is the most important.
Amazing. And if we were having this conversation again in 5 years, which I really hope we do, what would you say, what do you think would have changed the most in the biologics development and manufacturing?
So I would say that we see what's going on the market. So with the tariff, with the increased prices, we see that not being the cost competitive, in 5 years, with high probability, will be not anymore on the market. So as a CDMO, is extremely important to follow, to have the continuous improvement, continuous focus on the cost, on the speed. So I don't think that this will change. This will be rather more aggressive. And we need to think how to make it happen. That continuously client coming will ask about the lower price and the faster delivery. And this will not happen with the standard thinking. So for me here, the innovation is necessary to do it, the processes to deliver the product faster and cheaper. And of course, the automation, digitalization, AI will play a significant role here. But we cannot forget that at the end, people are extremely important.
Yes, of course.
And we need to take care of the talent. We need to think about future capabilities and build the future capabilities before something hits us, before we see that it's absolutely necessary today. So today, thinking about what's happened in 5 years.
Ultimately being one step ahead.
Definitely.
Amazing. Adriana, this is just my final question. From your perspective, I just want to get a good understanding of your why and the reason you you come to work every day at Rezon Bio, and what's your reason behind it? Why do you wake up and get excited about Rezon Bio in particular?
Team, definitely the team.
Amazing.
What we have in both Gdańsk and Tuchnica, the passion what they have, the scientific drive what they have, and dedication. So definitely that's the reason to come to the Rezon Bio every day.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.